previously.
The harder they try, the more interested they are. Treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen.
You nasty thing.
One option I'd like to explore is more live music at the Waterhole.
Still no luck?
I've tried every major booking agent.
I've got moves you haven't seen before. I'll find that singer.
Your mongrel son assaulted my daughter. If your son doesn't pull his head in, I'll pull it in for him.
I was looking for Cooper. Do you happen to know where he lives?
An ambulance just brought Cooper into emergency. My money's on that Xanthi girl's criminal father.
Pigeons all tucked in.
Sleeping like babes.
Oh, might be time to give them names. Any ideas?
I don't know, they're Dad's pets.
Well, if you're going to race them, then you need something fast, like a car.
Hey, that could work.
Mum, what was your first car again?
I know what you're trying to do here. This will not endear me to your flying
Nah,
rats.
come on. What was it?
It was a buttercup yellow Cortina.
That's right. Remember I had that Monaro?
So Cortina, Monaro and Porsche. I'm just saying.
Sorry to disturb you. We just need to ask a few more questions.
Again?
Actually, we're here to talk to your dad.
What for?
Cooper Knights has been assaulted.
Everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Cooper's being treated for concussion. He was struck on the back of the head. That's pretty much all the information I have right now. His mum said that you threatened to hurt him. Is that true?
I told her he needed to pull his head in.
During that exchange, did you threaten to hurt Cooper?
I was angry.
The only thing that Gary's guilty of is being a really good father.
You ask any dad who has a daughter.
Okay, after Dr. Knights left, what happened then?
I had a work meeting with Paul at around 3:30 and then I went for a walk.
By yourself?
Yeah, I need to blow off some steam.
How long were you out?
I don't know. I don't have one of those step counter thingies.
Did anyone hear you come home? Sheila?
Oh, I heard him coming in about 6 o'clock, approximately.
It's quite a long walk then.
Yeah, I'd like to think about it. That's all. I didn't attack anyone.
Okay, that's all we need for now. We'll be in touch.
They've obviously made up their minds, love.
Dad, can you honestly tell me that you didn't do this?
I wanted to real bad, and I'm not sorry that little toad got hurt, but like I said, it wasn't me. If I lose it, I go back inside, and there's no way I'm going to desert you like that. It's not worth it. They can't put me inside for something I didn't do. Can they?
At this stage, it's Dr. Knight's accusations against Gary's denial.
More he said, she said.
I'm afraid so. And if there's no tangible evidence, it's likely the questions of character will come into play.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Look, you work with Dr. Knights, is that correct?
Yeah, for about 8 years. She's a very good surgeon.
And you trust her judgment?
Of course, comes with the territory.
Okay, well, if you think of anything that may be relevant to the case, just let us know straight away. But for now, that's all we need.
I'll see you out.
You know, I've got to factor in how this is going to impact on Cooper as well as Xanthi.
It's an unfortunate situation.
Why is she so worried about Cooper?
Because she's a teacher.
Yeah, it's not like he's an innocent victim. None of this would have happened if he wasn't a jerk in the first place. Don't tell me you feel sorry for him too.
No, it's not that. I saw Xanthi's dad while I was on detention.
What was he doing there?
Looking for Cooper. I sort of told him where he lives.
Why'd you do that?
Well, I thought he was just going to yell at him. Do you think I should say something?
That's my next meeting. He's on his way up. Do you mind if we pick this up tomorrow?
No, that's
I'm
fine.
sorry. I hate to push you out the door. Why don't I give you a call, say, about 9 o'clock?
Yeah, that's okay. It
Great.
really is fine. In fact, I'd rather not be in the same room. In the same city, for that matter.
How's Sonia?
Receiving threatening mail, thanks to you.
What? Oh, well, maybe she's in the wrong job if she can't handle just a little bit of media attention. Sorry about that.
Well, I'm not a fan of your smear campaign against Sonia either.
Well, maybe you wouldn't be so critical if I levelled that scrutiny onto Paul Robinson.
What are you talking about?
Well, imagine that in combination with positive coverage for the new Lassiters.
Sounds like pay for play.
Didn't mention anything about money changing hands. I'm merely suggesting there's a slight tilt in the editorial mix.
What's in it for you?
Oh, just the personal satisfaction of watching Paul fail. Oh, and I'd like a room made available for corporate hospitality starting tonight.
I think I've taken it a bit far, this whole treat a mean, keep 'em keen thing with Ned.
Not every guy likes complicated women.
You think Madison's not complicated?
Well, I think she's easygoing.
The way she scored that fancy dinner with Ned. Don't be fooled, that was cunning.
Hey, we were just talking about you. Well, I was anyway. How was dinner?
To die for. Have you guys been to Cirrus?
Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Check out these photos. The food was a work of art.
It's good. It's quite a small work of art.
Yeah, I'm getting a burger.
You should sit with us.
Oh, we don't want to crash your party.
We could catch up tomorrow morning. Ned's invited me over for a swim.
Yeah, I'm not really a morning person.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Brad and Lauren would want people around for a pool party that early in the day.
You said at dinner they've been trying to get you to invite more friends over.
Great. That settles it then.
Great.
I'm really happy with that turnout for, midweek. Plus, you didn't fall asleep, which is good.
Here's a question for you. How do you preach without being too preachy?
Well, I don't use the word thou.
But the Bible's full of vows.
Oh, so you've read it.
Bits and pieces.
If it's from the Bible, then of course I quote it. Otherwise, thou is a no-no.
Father Jack, keeping it real.
You're making fun of me now.
Not at all. I like your sermons. I wouldn't get up that early for anyone, you know that.
Good.
Hey, did you hear about Cooper?
Yeah, cops came by last night.
They reckon my dad did it.
It's not what they told us.
Well, they're not just going to come out and say it, but everyone knows that's what they're thinking. Ben, I know that my dad didn't do this.
You've got nothing to worry about then.
Well, you were pretty mad at Cooper about the whole hotel thing.
Guy is a loser.
So you don't care that he got hit?
I feel bad that your dad's getting blamed for all of this, but after everything Cooper's put you through, I think he deserves it.
Try it, it's my new concoction.
It's hard preparing to do nothing when all of that's going on in the background.
Yeah. Hey, now this act you've got for the waterhole, how to put this? Sheila's heard of her.
Rhonda Riley has a purity of tone that most singers would dream of.
Oh, I've never heard of her, but you sound like you know what you're talking about.
I used to sing a bit.
Yeah? Why'd you stop?
No, I didn't think I was good enough.
Hey, swim time!
You want to join?
No thanks. I gotta be ready to fight at any minute. With or without a training partner.
Okay.
What up? Ready?
I need some help with this. You do me, I'll do you.
Sure, yeah. There's no need to be nervous. We're just having a chat.
I know, I don't want to say anything until Dad gets back.
Oh, I found this funny app and I thought it might help choose Anthea.
Good.
Sorry, I'll just come back later.
Oh, no, I don't think Mark will mind if we're here.
Now, it's normal to want to protect your family, but sometimes that impulse can be taken too far, and maybe that's what happened yesterday.
And maybe you shouldn't be putting words into her mouth.
I'm just following procedure.
There are so many people who could have hit Cooper.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. Who do you think it was?
I don't know, maybe he had an argument with one of his friends.
Or maybe one of your friends or your boyfriend?
Ben is not my boyfriend.
I never mentioned Ben. Do you think he's responsible?
Well, he was acting a little bit strange when I talked to him this morning.
Strange how?
He said Cooper deserved it.
Marco.
Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
Okay, my turn. Okay. Marco.
Polo. Hey, hold on. You cheated.
Are you complaining?
Maybe we should play a different game. Do you have a volleyball net?
Maybe in the shed.
Why don't we give Madison another go?
Oh, that's cool. I'm not really used to it being such a contact sport.
Well, maybe you're playing it wrong. Babe, can you stop flirting with him for 5 seconds? Some of us are trying to keep our breakfast down over here. Well, at least I'm throwing myself at someone who's available.
Not me, by the way.
Look at your father, what a waste. I mean, you follow him around like a lost puppy, babe. No wonder you have to train so much, you're never going to get any action.
Hey.
Oh.
What? I'm just kidding.
Well, breakfast was excellent. As was last night's room. I hope we can make that arrangement more permanent.
Look, to be honest, I still don't like the way your newspaper treated Sonia.
But
Business is business. And right now, Paul will do anything to bring me down. It's like a game to him.
so change the rules.
Okay, fine. But I reserve the right to terminate our arrangement at any point.
Of course. Oh, really like what she's done with the place.
Listen, if I was you, I would spend less time schmoozing and a little more time in damage control.
What are you talking about?
The Cooper kid is in hospital.
Yes, I know. Papa told me. It's shocking, but it's not news.
Not yet. But teenage misconduct, you know, makes a great story. I mean, how exactly do you spin loaning out a hotel room to a bunch of teenagers, eh?
A student's parent hired a Paul. I'm not responsible for what happened.
Oh, is that so? You see, if it were me, I'd do everything in my power to find out exactly what went on. Because as the owner of the establishment, it could all come back on you.
Oh, Therese.
Hi. Hey, I heard what happened at the hotel, so I just wanted to see if you're okay.
Honestly, I wish that I hadn't have said anything.
And let Cooper get away with it?
Yeah, but I didn't mean for him to end up in hospital or for Ben to get into trouble or Dad. This whole thing is a mess all because I spoke up.
Oh, no, it's not your fault.
No, it's not your fault. Look, Xanthi, something like this happened to me, so I know what it's like. No one deserves to be violated against their will.
Thanks.
Okay, well, I'll leave you guys to it. Have some family time.
Yeah, I'll come with you. I'll call you later, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Therese. Thanks, Piper.
So you and Xanthi are pretty close?
She's one of my best friends.
Just friends?
Sorry, Mark, where's this leading?
I'm just looking at every angle. If someone made a pass at my girlfriend and didn't know when to stop...
Okay, she's not my girlfriend.
So you wouldn't lash out at someone you thought had harmed her?
Ben, you're not going to get into trouble for telling the truth.
Okay, I like her a lot. And yeah, it's made me do some stupid things, but yesterday I was in my room.
Well, I can vouch for that. We came home together.
You saw him in there?
Well, no, but if that's where he says he was, then that's where he was.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Susan. I really do. It's just that Xanthi gave me the impression that Ben knows a little bit more on the subject.
Ben, if you know something...
Her dad was at the school yesterday.
You saw Gary?
Piper did. He was looking for Cooper.
Oh, you must be feeling very pleased with yourself.
Oh, just come on in, Paul.
Oh, don't pretend you haven't read it.
Oh, greedy ex-mayor should curb his enthusiasm.
In a sneaky bid to steal sidewalk space, Paul Robinson has requested permission for 12 tables in front of his new restaurant, The Flame Tree.
Yeah, I put in a permit. I went through the proper channels.
How would you even fit 12 tables on a small strip of concrete?
You ask for 12, maybe you get 4. That's the way it works.
Well, after this negative publicity, I doubt you'll get any.
How much did you pay him?
Why would I pay Tim to publish information that's on public record?
This isn't over.
Oh, idle threat duly noted.
Tim is a mercenary. He will work for the highest bidder, so I'll just buy him off.
No, really? What with, Paul?
Content. I'll give him a scandal so good it's going to finish you for good.
I hate to agree with Paul, but he is right. Tim is a dirtbag.
Paul's no saint either.
Yeah, so where does that leave you, Mother Teresa?
What files? Well, don't do anything till I get there.
Have a great day.
Is Paige here?
Yeah, she's out the back. I had to keep her away from the customers. I have no idea what's wrong with her.
Hey. Look, about this morning,
You really don't have to explain yourself.
nothing's happening with me and Ali.
Really, I'm not interested.
No, if you didn't care, you wouldn't have cut short your training session.
You know what? You can hook up with whoever you want. Just don't do it on my back doorstep.
She was trying to make Ned jealous.
I don't care what Ellie's doing. You are letting her. Have some dignity.
Okay, maybe part of me liked that it was getting a rise out of you. And I know we have a no-strings deal, but it's still a jab to the ego when it ends just after 2 rounds.
Yeah, well, I didn't feel too great about you dumping me just before the fight, just because we weren't, you know.
So you miss me?
Yes. Training alone sucks.
Well, since we fight anyway, why not make it official? Training buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hey, I'm on the way to church. I thought I'd stop by to see if you wanted to come.
Yeah. I'm just about to finish my shift, so I'll grab my stuff.
What's the deal? Because this isn't about Bible studies.
Paige is interested.
Seriously, you buy that?
Look, I'm just trying to help her. But there's more to this than you understand.
You're keeping her close, separating her from her friends. It's a power trip. And the sooner Paige wakes up to that, the better.
I know you'd rather it have been just you and Maddie having a swim.
Oh, you definitely made it interesting.
What, not quite the romantic soiree you had in mind?
Look, I'll let you in on a secret. Maddie and I are just friends.
You don't take friends to a fancy restaurant.
Well, I may have been ribbing you a little bit. Not the only one who can play hard to get.
What, so last night's dinner was...
Totally platonic, yeah. Maddie just wanted to celebrate landing that singer. In fact, she spent half the night talking about her ex, Logan.
Wow, now I feel like an idiot.
Yeah, well done. I actually had fun this morning. You know how to bring the party.
That's me, party girl.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
No, I'm just over it. I've never been the shy and retiring type.
Well, I noticed.
I mean, normally I'm the one asking guys out.
No, I'm sure you wouldn't got many complaints.
Well, the thing with diving in head first is you never really find out how much they like you. And sometimes, you know, you find out that they don't really like you that much at all. So I thought, new town, new me, I'll try being a little bit more unattainable.
And how's that working out for you?
Terribly.
Maybe that'll help.
Maybe.
I'm telling you, if I'd laid into that punk, he'd have a lot more than a concussion.
Yeah, well, I don't think that argument's going to hold much weight with the police.
I need your help.
Are you bargaining with me?
All right, I'm begging. I don't have a leg to stand on. I was right outside the kid's house when it happened.
Hang on, what were you doing in Eden Hill?
I don't know. I wanted to rip into him, but then I thought about Xanthi and how much she needs me.
Save me the sob story, will
It's
you?
true, Paul. I can't go back inside.
Oh, did I mention that Mark's actually on his way over here now?
He's setting me up.
Hold that door. Ah, punctual as always.
Am I interrupting something?
No, not at all. No, you said you had some questions?
Yeah, some new information's come to light. Cooper was assaulted at 5 p.m. yesterday. At around 4 p.m, you obtained his home address, is that correct?
Yeah.
Did you then go to his house?
Well, that would have been impossible, officer, because Gary was here at work with me between 5 and 6.
You told me that you had a meeting with Paul at 3:30 and then you went for a walk.
Yeah, he did, and then he came back here.
Yeah. I should have said something. It must have slipped my mind.
If I find out that you've provided a false alibi...
No, you won't. But if you want to check his punch card, please, by all means, come back with a warrant.
I don't have a punch card.
Well, let him go to the trouble of getting a warrant, eh?
So what do you want, Paul?
Anything I need, legal or not. No questions asked.
What's this?
That is footage from hidden cameras planted around your hotel. It was posted anonymously to me at the Star.
What?
They sent me a teaser and promised the rest of the footage for a fee, which I have paid on the basis that it stays buried.
It's Paul. He's desperate for a story to use against me. And he could have easily gained access to the hotel. He knows it inside out.
I don't think it was him. There is stuff on that USB that he knows I would never publish.
Oh, I'm not following you.
The corporate entertaining I was doing last night. My wife can never find out, so I have destroyed that piece of the data.
Okay, well, how much footage was actually recorded?
Weeks and weeks. Multiple cameras, multiple rooms. In any case, this person assures me that's the only copy.
How can I trust that?
You can't. So you've got to find the cameras and destroy the data, because if any of that got out,
We'll both be ruined.